Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing you how to prepare ugba and okporoko, so stay tuned and watch till the end. These are the things we will need to make this ugba and okporoko. I have my cut stockfish here. You can use any stockfish you have. I have my uziza powder. You can use African nutmeg, that's ehuru, or you can use uziza. I have my red oil, my palm oil. I have some habanero pepper. I have nut cube. Use any seasoning cube of your choice. Here is my salt, and here is my crayfish. Here is my rucola vegetable, which I will be using because it has this bitter taste. It tastes like garden egg. If you have eaten garden egg leaf, that's exactly how it tastes. And I'll be making use of this. This is not potash, it's made from the palm nut. My mother-in-law prepared this for me, which I'll be making use of. It works exactly the same as potash. And this is my fried pepper. It's not a must you use fried pepper. You can make do with any pepper you have. And here is my onion. Here is my crayfish, which I've introduced before. And over here is my fresh ubaka, that's oil bean. And that's all we need to prepare this recipe. So let's get right into the video. First of all, we start cooking the stockfish, and I'll be using my pressure pot to quicken the cooking process and to save some energy. So I've already washed it. I will place it inside my pressure pot, and I will add water to the level of the stockfish. I want to use this medium to thank each and every one of you for stopping by to watch this video. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and share it to your family and friends. I will cover my pressure pot and start cooking this till it's tender. And over here is my mortar and my pestle, which I'll be using to pound my crayfish. You can use your blender to blend your crayfish as well, but I'll be using my mortar and my pestle to pound it. Please, if you are new to my channel, you are much welcome. Remember to subscribe to this channel and also turn on your notification bell to all, so that it will enable you whenever I upload a new video. Once I'm done pounding my crayfish, I will transfer it into a plate and set it aside. So now I will go on and start cutting the vegetables I will use. Meanwhile, I'm using only rucola. If you have fresh otazi leaf, you can add it. If you have fresh uziza leaf, you can add it as well. So I'll be slicing it. But if you don't have any of these vegetables I mentioned and you have spinach, you can make use of spinach. And you can make use of pumpkin leaf. Just use any vegetable you have, okay? So right now, I will be peeling off the skin of my onion, and I will dice and slice it into the shape I want. This recipe is preferable you use pink onion, but if you don't have pink onion, you can make do with what you have as always. So the first step, I will be dicing it into this ring shape, which I will use to decorate it when I'm done preparing the ugba and okporoko. Yeah, before I forget, this recipe was requested by a subscriber of mine. I'm so sorry that this recipe is coming late. Bear with me, okay? I hope you still find this helpful. Once I'm done dicing the onion into a ring shape, I will go on with the second part and cut it into a smaller pieces like this. But don't worry, just keep watching. You will see how I make use of these two onions I'm cutting now. If you're still watching up to this extent, you are highly appreciated. Remember to give this video a thumbs up. So right now, I'll be dicing my habanero pepper. I'm making use of half. You can add pepper to your taste, but I don't want to add a lot of pepper so that it will not overshadow the taste of other things. So, and this pepper is very hot, so I'll be making use of only half of the pepper. And I'll be dicing it with my fork and my knife because it's very hot. After 25 minutes, my okporoko is ready. It's tender, so I'll be removing the pressure. Once the pressure is down, I will open it and take out the stockfish. I will take out the stockfish and allow it to cool down a bit. Then I will start deboning it. And as I'm deboning it, I'm cutting it into a biteable size. You can use the stockfish water to prepare your soup later. You can drink it like that if you can. You can also throw it away. Even the bones, you can still make use of it. If you are the type that love bone, you can eat the bone later, but don't put bone in this recipe. Once I'm done deboning it and cutting it into a biteable size, I will move on and start preparing the stockfish and ugba. So guys, the first thing I'll be adding is my ungo. You can add your potash if that's what you have. If you don't have potash, you can use baking soda and palm oil. You mix everything together with a blender till it curdles. So right now I follow it up with my palm oil. Then I will start mixing this till it curdles or till it thickens up a bit. Once I've gotten the consistency that I need, I will stop turning it and start adding my ingredients. And this is the consistency that I want. So the first thing I'll be adding is my crayfish, and I will stir it a bit. Then I follow it up with my uziza. If you are using African nutmeg, that's ehuru, you can add it now as well. And I will give it a stir again to combine everything together. Then I follow it up with my fried pepper. This fried pepper gives this a very good taste, and I normally use this pepper as well when I'm preparing my abacha. Then I will also give it a stir. Now I will introduce my stockfish. If you notice very well, I've not added my salt or my seasoning cube, because if you add anything that contains salt now, it will spoil your sauce. Your sauce will be watery. So that's the last thing we'll be adding. So right now I will stir in my stockfish very well. Then once I'm done, I will introduce my ukpaka, that's my oil bean. I will add enough and I will give it a stir. I will mix this very well as well till it is well coated with the oil. Once I'm done mixing it, I will add my onion. I will be adding only the diced one. Then now I can add my seasoning cube. If you are using seasoning powder, you can add it now. Because of whether the seasoning cube is very hard to crush. So once I'm done adding it, I will introduce my vegetable. That I will not be adding all. I will add a reasonable amount, then the other one I will leave it for decoration. Then I will give this a stir, mix properly. Once I'm done mixing this, I will test for salt. Then I can know the amount of salt I will be adding, because seasoning cube has a lot of salt in it. That's why I normally add it first, then I will test for salt before I will add any salt. Let me get my spoon. Now I'll be adding a little bit of salt. I'll not be adding all the salt inside here because it's much. I will give it a final stir. Then you can dish it like this, or you can warm it a bit if you like. I will be warming mine. I will warm it for like 5 minutes. Once it's a bit warm, I will dish it out. And you can eat this like this with your pame, water, your palm wine. You can as well eat it with abacha. Or you can boil some yam and use it to eat this okporoko and ugba. Now it's 5 minutes. I don't want to overwarm it, so I will stir it and then I will dish it out. And that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, if you learn 1 or 2 things, remember to give this video a thumbs up. Remember to also share out this video to your family, to your friends, to your colleague, and leave your comments below. Till I come your way again, bye and see you in my next one. Kaudibazian ndebani. And this is the final look, guys. Is this not calling your name? So the last thing I'll be doing is to decorate it with a little bit of vegetable. I will not be adding all. Then my onion ring, I will put a little bit on it. Now I can add my habanero pepper. If you have fresh otaze, you can sprinkle a little bit on top as well. Once I'm done adding the pepper, the food is ready. So guys, bye and see you in my next video. Come and dine with me, oh.